Hey, fragrance lovers and enthusiasts, welcome back. It's good old Benjamin here at the Scentaur Fragrance Shell, chatting about some beautiful fragrances. Hope that you're doing fantastic out there, smelling beautiful and absolutely doing great. Let me know in the comment section below what's your scent of the day, how are you doing, and how's life treating you. So let's jump into this video here today. This is Chypre Palatin or Palatin from the house of, how do you say this, MDCI, and this is a great fragrance, guys. Actually, when I first smelled this fragrance, I have to tell y'all, I'm very down to earth, so hopefully this doesn't annoy anybody. But I smelled this fragrance. I just sprayed it on my hand here, and I smelled it. I said, whoa, this is the good stuff. This is high quality juice. MDCI is not playing around with their quality. This is a rich fragrance. It's beautiful. Again, it's a Chypre, and if you don't know the difference between a fougere and a Chypre fragrance, a fougere just is a fragrance that has a fern-like quality. That's what fougere means. So anything that's light and green, it doesn't necessarily even have to have oak moss, but traditionally, fougeres always have oak moss. But you could create the same effect with geranium and other notes. Even mint you can do some magic with to make something smell more like a barbershop fragrance. But Chypres are a whole different animal. They can have oak moss in them. Actually, a lot of Chypres do have oak moss. But what Chypres are all about is this usually the combination of, aldehydes and really just aldehydes is mostly what people think of these days, but it's more than that. It's animalic notes and aldehydes playing along with each other. Often people think of powder. Chypres don't have to be powdery. Often when people think Chypres, they think of amber. They don't have to have amber, even though Chypres with amber are quite beautiful, and that's a great combination to go into and start going more into that oriental woody direction with the Chypre. But again, Chypres, what makes a Chypre really just aldehydes, which are sparkly, usually synthetics, sometimes of parts of florals and animalics, and it gives this distinct, bright, cheerful, but yet sultry kind of quality about it. And Chypres often are classically animalic for sure. But a lot of this one is a beautiful fragrance. I think it does have some of that woody oriental DNA to it, some vanilla, some powder, and some woodiness to this fragrance, and it does a fantastic job of being a modern, Chypre fragrance. This fragrance is still going to smell perhaps vintage to some people, to the modern crowd. If you let a teen or a teeny bopper person smell this fragrance, they might just think this fragrance is mature, but it does a great job, and it's really likable for what it is. Again, powdery, sophisticated, it does have some freshness, but this fragrance really is about being sensual and professional and clean, in its own unique way. So fantastic fragrance. I do get some incense. That it almost has a little bit of a burning incense to my nose with this fragrance in the background, and to me that's maybe the only negative I can think of with this fragrance. It does settle down. Maybe it's my own skin chemistry, but I do get some incense and supporting in the background that has that almost sourness to it, almost like Gaiac wood does. So really fascinating fragrance, very well done. Again, not your typical Chypre. This fragrance really develops, and it smells the best to me in the opening with the amber and the citrus, and it's really gorgeous. And then the fragrance kind of develops into more of this powdery animalic musk, and quite a fascinating fragrance. Very, very well composed. Just look at the color of this juice and the presentation. This is quality juice. Again, I think this is a fragrance that's more for somebody who does want something posh. I cover fragrances that are playful and youthful, and I like to focus on affordable fragrances. And I do like feeling classy. But this is one of those fragrances is for the people who have the money and want to smell like they got the money. This is a posh fragrance, guys. So it's classy, it's refined, ambery, sensual, animalic. It's got a lot going on in this fragrance, but again, it's very well blended. It never comes off as rough or aggressive. Even though I say it's animalic, it's all rather smoothed out, and the edges are always really just really come together with this fragrance, and the edges never really jump with the fragrance, or jump I guess too far and make the fragrance seem unharmonious. This fragrance has quite a good harmony to it. So fantastic fragrance, quite likable, but yet it's a little bit odd to me with the incense. That surprised me with this one, and I also am surprised with this fragrance that fragrance reviewers don't talk about that incense or that Gaiac wood like quality, that sour, burning, almost incense quality in the background. But overall, fantastic fragrance. I can't speak enough about it. If you are a cheaper fragrance lover, I do think this is one that you have to try, that you have to give a chance. And I do think it's nice. And you might love it, you might not love it. Again, I have heard from some people that the formulations have been touched from what they used to be with these ones. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it's been reformulated. I don't know if that's why I get more of a burning incense. Maybe the top is still beautiful, but maybe a little bit fresher than it used to be, and maybe the dry down, the notes aren't the same quality as they used to be. I'm not really sure, so I can't be the judge of that. But what I can tell you is that this is one of the easier to wear, fancy, classy fragrances, and certainly if you got the money, and if you want something that's fancy, this is great. Very unisex, both ladies and gents can wear this fragrance. I always feel and kind of agree with traditional perfumery that Chypres come off, or maybe are a little bit better on the ladies, but men certainly can wear Chypres if they want to, and a lot of them certainly do work on men. But I always feel that Chypres are perhaps work a little bit better for the ladies. Maybe that's a little bit too traditional thinking. Let me know in the comment section below how you feel about that. But anyways, fantastic fragrance, can't say enough about it. And amber lovers, there is some amber that comes through, and that's one of the reasons why this fragrance is so beautiful. The amber comes through in a really charming way with the dry down. That's enough of the fragrance. I think I've said too much about it. Let me know if I should have said more in the comment section. But, performance-wise with this fragrance, I don't think you'll be disappointed. You'll get about 8 hours, maybe 9 hours out of this fragrance. It's not the strongest performer, but it makes a really good presence. It's a little bit above average, I would say. Creates a really nice aura around you. The sillage, it doesn't create as much of a scent trail as I was expecting, but it does have a decent scent trail. But this fragrance really gives you an aura. This fragrance really likes to create this, when people get in your bubble, when people get close enough to speak to you, or in your arm's length, people start picking up on this fragrance, and it has a really interesting effect where people, once they get close enough to you, they just pick up on it quite immediately. So I find that fascinating. Anyways, my final thoughts with the compliment factor, getting into that is, this one, it's not, Chypres and Fougères are, they've kind of fallen out of vogue. No matter how good they are, or how classically inspired they are, or how important they are, and I know there's a lot of people who love them, they're not as big of compliment getters with the trends and with the young trendy people. But can this one get you likes and get you compliments and get you positive attention? Yes, this is a great fragrance. The quality really comes through. It's well rounded. It comes off as more smooth and refined, is more than most cheaper fragrances do. This one is pretty wearable, and a lot more than a lot of Chypres that really do come off as more aggressive. Even the aldehydes can be aggressive, but a lot of Chypres can be very aggressive with the animalics. So this is a very refined fragrance, very smooth, very well blended, and this fragrance comes off to me, even though it's posh, is more of an everyday fragrance for somebody, again, who's got the money. So great fragrance here. Not a cheap fragrance. It is a full blown on niche fragrance, getting up there in the $300 plus range. So do take that into consideration. Not everybody can afford, or maybe wants to afford, something like that. And but it certainly is a nice one. So final thoughts here. I hope that you check it out. I hope that you give it a try, see if it's something that you enjoy. I think that a lot of people who maybe like the Guerlain fragrances might want to give this one a go. This one has a little bit of magic, not the same as the Guerlain. I'm not trying to say that, but I do think Guerlain fragrance lovers will enjoy this one. So give it a go, see if it works for you. So everybody, I want to wish you a very beautiful day. Stay safe out there. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me, enjoying this fragrance review. If you did enjoy it, if you want to see more of me and you like this face, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the video, and tell a friend. And when you do hit that notification bell, please hit all notifications, because when you hit all notifications, you'll never miss out, and you'll get a pop-up in your notification section with that little bell when on YouTube. It'll just be a lot easier to find me, and I put out a video just about every day, and it'll help you be able to find my content, never miss out on an episode. So I'll see you next time, everybody. Wear what you love, rock what you got. Stay safe and stay beautiful out there. Rock your beautiful fragrances, and this one here, very well executed. I'll see you next time, everybody. Peace out, wear what you love, and bye.